Hey everybody, it's Miracle, and a couple things right now. This video is going to contain a lot of spoilers, so if you're not game for that, then obviously don't tune in. But anyways, it's been announced like 7.3.2 is what they're updating the PTR to, and that includes Antorus the Burning Throne, which is the Argus raid. And it shows all the things that are happening after that patch. Basically, after you imprison Sargeras, Illidan, he goes and be his jailer for the rest of his life, for all eternity, And then Silithus apparently gets stabbed with Sargeras' sword. Like, he must either, he's capable of... Which surprises me, right? In the lore, Sargeras cuts an entire planet in half, so he's monstrous. If the planet must have been extremely small, if Sargeras' sword is only enough to wound Silithus. That's what I'm curious about. But anyways, forget all that. He stabs the sword into Silithus, and Silithus gets a big gaping hole, which kind of looks like pretty much this on the PTR map. I don't think it's finished being made, of course. It's just, a demonstration of what the map will look like. But it basically looks like this shape right here. So if you take that, and this big gaping hole gets Sargeras' long shafted sword stabbed right into it. So, yeah, picture that. After that, he destroys, all of Silithus is all beaten up. And the audio file is... Khadgar speaking, and he's just talking about how we got to go to Silithus and try and heal the wound. Poor old Azeroth is dying. She's getting stabbed by this. It's bleeding her out, and we need to go protect her. And I'm assuming Azeroth is a girl because Magni refers to it as a her, so we're gonna go with that. Strong, independent Titan woman. Don't need no other Titans. But anyway, she's the last of her kind. We got to protect her because Azeroth's dying, and it's the only Titan left. Every other Titan's gone at this point. They all have to work together to imprison Sargeras, so Azeroth is the last one. And what with old Windrunner sisters having a kind of fiesta, they're all... One of them's a void god, pretty much, at this point. The other one's an undead lord. And then finally we got the semi-normal one. A lot of things are happening, but... Anyways, this leads to believe that Azeroth is now open to influence because the last times, the Titans kind of healed Azeroth. They protected it and kept it safe. But without their powers, it's only a couple mortals trying to do the job. So now you got to come to Silithus, heal up the wound, and protect it from most likely old god influence, right? So that's what's up. And it leads me to believe that maybe Antorus won't be the last raid of Legion. Which I thought it was going to be. I really did. Because we know that patch 7.3.5 was going to be the last patch of Legion. That's what, the devs have stated at some point. I read it, I think, on one of the Twitters. I'm not sure where it was. I read it. But 7.3.5 was going to be the last patch of Legion. And now they've changed Antorus to being patch 7.3.2. So if patch 7.3.2 is when all this stuff happens, Azeroth gets beat up, there's a phased version. So the map, when you look at it, it's a phased version. I doubt you're going to see it by normal means, and it should mean that the old Silithus will remain unaffected. But leads me to believe maybe there's some kind of raid they intend, just like a filler raid until the patch or the expansion. So this will be like pre-release patch, most likely. And I find it really interesting. I'm curious what they have planned for it. Because again, if that was the last intended patch for Legion, and they're putting this one at 7.3.2, that leaves a lot of opportunities in between. And means Legion is likely going to last a lot longer than I initially intended. At least a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So... if we follow that 11-week thing, which they've been doing for ages, we calculate it out, and about November 14th is when Antorus' patch is going to come out. So we're going to fight Antorus the Unmaker, Antorus Burning Throne thing, and that's going to be the end of Argus's story, pretty much. So that would leave it there. Then following that, let's say that the patch they decide to release after Antorus, the 7.3.5, is all of the whatever filler content they plan to put in. That would bring it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, meaning January 30th would be the next one, right? That's where we'd line up. So January 30th would be the 7.3.5 filler patch, which again could contain a raid. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. Everybody's going to jump on the opportunity for a wounded Azeroth, right? That's the perfect time to corrupt her more than she, you know, already is being influenced by the current gods that are on our planet. So if that's the case, that means usually the last raid, whenever they implement one, they want to like make the patch last for quite some time so people can down it. I don't think it'll be maybe ahead of a curve kind of thing. I don't think there's anything in like that, but gosh, that could leave it up a lot of opportunities when the next expansion is actually going to release. Know what I mean? And maybe I read this wrong, but yeah, it seems like everything they're doing is they're making it so patch 7.3.2 will be Antorus, leaving a lot of opportunities for the next point whatever patches. You know what I mean? Just my thoughts. Wonder what your thoughts are. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for watching. Have fun. There's a lot of videos out there that are like playing all the audios and stuff. So, you know, you're welcome to go listen to those. I think they're cool. It's really neat, all the stuff that they're doing with this patch right now. And I'm excited to see where it goes. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.